Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making clay pot rice. For this dish we need to rehydrate 4 shiitake mushrooms just in some boiling water. I just picked out the largest one I had. And we're going to set that aside while we rinse 2 cups of jasmine rice. And this took about 5 to 6 rinses before the water ran almost as clear as I possibly could get it. And we need to soak that for 30 minutes since we're not cooking this in a rice cooker. While that's soaking in a large bowl, we can grate up 2 tablespoons of ginger. We're making a marinade for our chicken. To this, we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of dark soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, and 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. We're going to give this a really good mix just to make sure that sugar is dissolved. For our chicken, we're using 1 pound of chicken thighs. Just cut off any excess fat and cut this into 1-inch cubes. We want this to be as even as possible so it can cook evenly. Then we can pop that into our marinade, give that a really good massage, set that aside and let that sit until we're ready to cook it. Now we do need one specialty item. This is Chinese sausage. It's a little sweeter than domestic sausage. We only need 2 links. We're going to cut this on the bias into thin little discs. We also need 2 scallions, just giving this a nice little choppy chop, both the whites and the greens. This will be the garnish for our dish. Now that our mushrooms are rehydrated, we can cut off that woody stem and slice this into thick, wide strips, and we're going to marinate this as well. To the mushrooms, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of water, 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. We're going to give this a really good mix, and we're going to let that marinate while we prep a little drizzle sauce for the top of our rice. For that, we need 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. This is going to add another layer of flavor to our clay pot rice. Now that our rice has been soaking, we can drain that. And we do need a clay pot for this. This is a dolsot. We're just going to brush this with 1.5 teaspoons of oil all over the surface because we want to get a little crispiness to our rice. We're going to tip in all of our rice, spreading that around, along with 1 3/4 cup of water. We're going to bring this over the stove and place this over medium-high heat. Cover this until it comes to a boil. When it comes to a boil, take off the lid and cook that till most of the water has absorbed. Now we can lower the temperature to medium-low and layer on our sausage, as well as our chicken, just in as even of a layer as possible. Last but not least, we're going to dot on our mushrooms. Now we're going to cover this and let this cook over medium-low until we start to hear a little sizzling sound. That means your rice is crisping up. Once you hear that sizzle, drizzle 2 tablespoons of oil around that rim of your lid. It'll seep down underneath. We're going to let that cook for an additional 15 to 20 minutes or until your chicken is cooked through. Now our clay pot rice is ready and it's smelling delicious. Now to garnish, we are going to drizzle over our beautiful sauce on top. And then we're going to garnish with our scallions. It's going to add a little bit of color, add another flavor dimension to this. And this is looking gorgeous. Now we're ready to go ahead and give this a taste. I want to see how this rice is cooked first. I love jasmine rice because the kernels are light and fluffy and they don't really stick together. But you have this beautiful char on the bottom of the rice. There's a smokiness from the charred rice. There's an earthiness from the mushrooms. The chicken has so much flavor in it. The Chinese sausage adds a little sweetness. The drizzle that we put on top is salty, sweet, and savory. And you get that little hint of scallion as well. But the most beautiful part of this dish is this gorgeous charred rice. In Korea, when you're finished your bowl, they pour hot water in and make a little tea out of this. There it is, clay pot rice. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate every single one of you. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much again. Happy holidays, and until next time, happy cooking.